Morning.
Morning.
Mikel, a boost for you with Xhaka and Smith Rowe back, but ultimately Aubameyang and Ødegaard remain doubtful. I was wondering what chances you give Aubameyang and Ødegaard of making the game.
I don't know. We have to see today how they are. We still have a couple of other ones as well in the last few days, so we will have to see how everybody is today and after training how they react for tomorrow's game.
And just on Slavia Prague, they seem to be a team with a real desire. They're tactically organised. I mean, what have you made of just how impressive they've been in this run, and what kind of task do you face?
Yeah, we said before the game that we've been really impressed with the form and with what that team transmits, the real attitude and desire that they show in every single game. And that's what they are here, because they knocked some big teams along the way and fully deserve to be where they are. And they show in the first leg again against us that they never give up, and they score in the last minute of the game. And are we going to have a real battle tomorrow?
And just a very quick one on Balogun. Can you confirm that he has now signed the contract, and what sort of boost is that for you personally in terms of convincing him with all of that other interest around?
Yeah, we're going to make it official when it's official and everything is done. But as I said before, I always been very positive that he wants to stay at the club. We want him to stay at the club. So we are very close.
Thanks, Paul. We'll go to Simon Stone from the BBC, please.
Hi, Mikel. How important is it for you and for the club to get through this tie and into the semi-finals, given the inconsistencies in the league?
It's very important for us, and this is our club. It's not individual interest. It's all a collective interest that we want to do well in every competition. And tomorrow games put us in a position to go into the semi-final or European competition. And this is exactly where this club has to be. That's why tomorrow we have to do our best to earn that.
I know you're convinced about the direction of the club, but I guess results help convince people externally as well, and reaching a semi-final and then hopefully beyond that would be tangible progress for the work that you're doing.
Absolutely, you use the right word. Tangible is the only tangible thing is results. So whether you're doing a good job or not, to judge it externally is only going to be just with results. Internally, you know what you are doing, and you can have many different ways to judge that. But at the end, results is the only important thing externally, to have the perception that we are moving forward in the right direction.
Thank you.
Thanks, Simon. Ian Abrahams from TalkSport.
Hi, Mikel. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I just wonder, is this a bigger game for you and the club than even the cup final last year? I know that was your first trophy, but this, if you don't get through this tie, you won't be in Europe next season.
The biggest game, Ian, is the next game, and after that one will be Fulham, and that's only football. It's about the next game, and that's the most important game in our lives, and that's it. And we cannot go any further than that.
Obviously, you're hoping that the Pier and Martin will be fit. I mean, you need your big game players, don't you, for this one?
Absolutely. And we've shown that in big games, big players have to step in and create the magic moments. And you need that. So let's hope that we can have them.
Last one, you got Martin Ødegaard on loan, Danny Ceballos. I remember when David Moyes signed you on loan at Everton. You went on to be signed permanently and become a club legend. How easy is it for these players when you sign them on loan to go on and stamp their name down at the club? And do you think that could happen with the likes of Ødegaard?
Well, with the financial position that we've been in, obviously we had to find different ways to try to recruit good players to the club, and as well it gives you the possibility to see with close eyes on daily basics how those players can improve the team and how they can adapt to this league. And in both cases, I'm really happy with both of them. And it's a decision that has to be decided at the end of the season, because there is, in this case, the same club involved, which owns both of them, and I will have these conversations.
Top man, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Charles Watts from goal.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask about Granit. He obviously played very, very well filling in at left back on Sunday night. But is that really an option for the remainder of the season for you, or is that more of a one-off to cope with the what Sheffield United were going to offer?
We looked at different options in relation to the opponent and the formation that we want to use to fit the qualities of the players that we have available. Obviously, not having Kieran, it was a big hit for what he produces and how important he is on the team. And now we have to find different ways. The good thing with Granit that I can play in 2 or 3 different positions. I can see him still playing as a centre back when it's needed, because his discipline, his commitment, and his qualities. And he did a good job today in a different game, which for the way that Sheffield was set up, we'll decide tomorrow.
Yeah, because it must be hard to sort of balance, because he can do a job there, but also moving him out of midfield, where obviously he's been very important and key for you this season, and could weaken you in that position as well.
Yeah, but when you have to meet 1 or 2 pieces, at the moment we are missing David, we are missing Kieran, we are missing Martin as well, we are missing Auba, so we've been missing quite a lot of important players, and you have to move the team somehow without touching it too much, but you have to find the right solutions there.
Just going back to Balogun, I know you said you were very close there. How have you managed to get to this stage with him? Because it looked for all the world like he was going to be heading off at some point.
Just trying to, first of all, understand why he got to the point that he was really thinking about leaving the football club after being raised here, and the feelings that he has got towards the club. And once you understand the position of him, then try to explain what you want to do, how involved he's going to be in the project and how, and then get the full commitment from the club and support and Edu, which I think has done an incredible job as well.
Just lastly on that then, would the plan be for him to stay next season, or is there even the possibility of him going out on loan next season if he signs?
First of all, we have to sign him. Once we sign him, we go step by step, and we'll communicate with you guys what we're doing.
All right, thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charles. Simon Collins from Evening Standard.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Just on Pier and Martin, are either of them going to train today?
Depending on how they wake up. If they wake up better, yes. Yesterday, none of them could train. Hopefully today it's a sunnier day, so maybe it's better.
You touched on it a bit there before about, magic moments and players delivering. A lot of times this season, we've seen the young players step up, but is tomorrow night a time for the senior players to take the lead in what is a huge game?
They are all as relevant as the senior players. It doesn't matter who it is, but someone has to create when the team needs those moments. We have moments in the season where it has been the senior players, and other moments when it's been the young players, and it doesn't really matter.
And you said after that Liverpool game, sometimes it's good to get a slap in the face, wake up call like that. But do you actually think that the first leg, the Slavia game, was almost a bigger wake up call than Liverpool? Because the reaction we saw on Sunday at Sheffield United with Laca's finishing, Partey controlling the midfield, they seem to have clicked after that game.
Yeah, but we have moments against Slavia that if we would have put the ball in the net, we are having a different conversation. But this game is decided there. And then when you don't win and you draw in the final minutes, it leaves you a different taste, but it could have been a completely different game. And it's about efficiency. And in these Europa League games, your efficiency level has to be so high to have the chance to be competing with the best.
And last one, I know you said before you're making sort of different plans for the summer depending on how the season ends. Have you even thought of a plan or contemplated a scenario where Arsenal aren't playing European football?
No.
Is that just because you don't believe it's true, or just because you don't want to think about it?
Because I don't want to put my mind and transmit any of that to anybody, any of the players or anybody at the club.
Thank you.
Thanks, Simon. We've got a lot of hands up, so we're not going to be able to get through them all. Are there any Czech media on the call that would like to ask a question, please? I can see a Yuri Chirac. Do you want to ask a question? Okay, no problem. Okay, okay, boss. Last one we'll have just on this section. We'll have from VG Norway, and then we'll go to the breakout.
Hi, Mikel. Ian Wright recently said on Norwegian television that Martin Ødegaard is too good for Arsenal and should play at a higher level. What's your opinion on this?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Ian Wright recently said on Norwegian television that Martin Ødegaard is too good for Arsenal and should play at a higher level. What's your opinion on this?
That I really enjoy having Marty with us in the team.
Ødegaard was chosen to be Norway's new captain recently. What can you say about Martin's personality? Do you see him as a leader?
That he was very proud, that I'm very proud for him to achieve that, because I think he merits his character and what he's doing here. So really happy for him.
Thank you.
Okay, and finally, we'll go to the 10:30 embargo for tonight. I've noticed there's Mark Owen, Adrian and Gary there. Can one